What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another update on Cocoro. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and hop straight into Cocoro, and you can see that it's currently sitting at a $24.5 million market cap. And if you look at this most recent daily candle, it's actually a strong daily green candle, but it has been sold off a little bit. Now you might ask the question, why is it getting sold off? Well, that's also because Ethereum. So if you guys have been watching my content at all, I've been talking about how the 200-day moving average is extremely important. We need to see Ethereum close above this level. And last night, we actually had a very strong breakout above this level, but as of right now, it's been rejected. So we'll have to see where this candle actually closes, and I'll go over Ethereum again in just a second. But regardless, Cocoro is still holding up pretty strong. And I'm telling you right now, I am incredibly bullish on this project. If you come over to their X account, you can see they're closing in on 2,500 followers. But just over the last 9 hours, Cocoro has gotten two very nice listings. So you can see right here, 1 hour ago, MEXC listed Cocoro, and then 9 hours ago, LBank listed Cocoro. And I just want to be clear, if you go through a lot of meme coins and you look at where the volume is coming from, oftentimes you'll see LBank is near the top. Historically, with a lot of meme coins, LBank has been excellent for volume. This is a great listing. But more importantly, if you look at MEXC 1 hour ago, this is very interesting. See, MEXC is one of the most controversial exchanges. There are a lot of people who have very mixed opinions about it. A lot of people out there love it. A lot of people out there think it's very shady. And here's what I will personally say about MEXC. If you come over to CoinMarketCap and you look at the MEXC volume, it's actually very good. 3.8 billion in the last 24 hours. This has higher volume than Bybit, Coinbase, Upbit, BitGet, a lot of different exchanges on here. Now, to be clear, MEXC also does have a lot more coins listed, though. It does have 2,100 coins. I'm not at all sitting here trying to tell you that MEXC is a better listing than any of these above it. I don't think that it is. But it still is very good for volume. But what's important about MEXC is the fact that they got a MEXC listing for free. The reason a lot of people out there don't like MEXC is because oftentimes the coins pay for a listing. And then if that coin is not performing well and the volume starts to drop off, then MEXC is forced to make a decision. That's why a lot of people don't like MEXC. But when MEXC is forced to buy their own tokens, then it completely changes everything. So personally, I think this is a phenomenal listing. In general, though, Cocoro has so much going for it right now. What I think is very important to see is that they constantly have the support of Shiba Inu as well. For example, look at their pinned tweet right here on May 22nd. Which CEO will list Cocoro on their platform first? And if you scroll down in the comments, you can see Shiba Inu right here. Time to list the first ever Dark Shiba. And this is the actual Shiba Inu account, 3.9 million followers. And if you click on Shiba Inu, they only follow 40 accounts. And if you go through their followers, Cocoro is one of the accounts that they follow. This is very bullish to have the support of Shiba Inu. And in general, when you just look at Cocoro's chart, it looks fantastic right now. It's not like right now you're worried about Cocoro having a major pullback and whether or not it can survive that pullback. Cocoro has already had several large pullbacks and it's survived every single time. And again, the fact that they just got two free listings back to back is very bullish. Now, I do want to go over Ethereum, but first I want to go over some macro news. So 17 hours ago, we learned that Nvidia reports 44.1 billion in revenue, higher than expectations. And a lot of people think that that's the reason Bitcoin and Ethereum got an initial spike. But the other news that I think is very interesting is 16 hours ago, 21 shares files for a spot Dogecoin ETF. Now, I just want you to imagine a scenario where Dogecoin eventually gets a spot ETF. What do you think that is going to mean for the meme coin market? All that does is legitimize meme coins even more than they already are. So definitely keep your eyes on a future spot ETF for Doge. And then the other news right here is 14 hours ago, US federal court blocks President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs from taking effect. So in general, there's a lot of stuff to keep your eyes on right now. Now, I'm not going to be long on Ethereum, but again, when you're looking at Ethereum, watch the 200-day moving average. We had a very strong breakout above this level, but then as of now, it's been rejected. The two levels that you need to be watching are the 200-day and the 21-day. Whichever level breaks is probably the direction that we're going to be heading in the short term. We have actually retested the 200-day 5 different times. It would seem that eventually this level is going to break, but only time will tell. But that's about it for the update today. If you guys are interested in Cocoro and you guys are interested in getting into projects super early, then I recommend taking a look at my Discord. As a lot of you guys know, I first posted Cocoro in my Discord at a $5 million market cap, and I heard about it first at an 800K market cap. But we've been making massive gains this entire bull run. Just over the last 3 weeks, we've nailed 2 different 100X projects. But if you look at the community gain section, my Discord is just printing in here every single day. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. That's about all. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about Cocoro. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.